This tutorial will show you how to do the final exercise for the Shipyard Night School introductory program. I'm just going to do the green lines, green continuous lines on layer 0 right now. Other tutorials, I might get around to show you the layers, text styles, properties, dimension styles, and of course the area and perimeter numbers. Again, this is a start from scratch new drawing. I've named final tutorial. I'm just going to do the green lines here. I always start these machine parts with making a 5-legged spider. One leg straight to the right, one at 65 degrees, another one at 100 degrees. 65 and 35 is 100 degrees counterclockwise. Another one minus 60 degrees diagonal here to go clockwise 60 degrees, and 130 degrees minus 130 degrees, that is, to go 130 degrees clockwise for this last diagonal. It's probably easier just to draw a horizontal line and rotate 65 degrees, rotate a copy 100 degrees, rotate lines instead of adding additional angles to the polar tracking settings. So let's get this screen capture out of the way. I'll draw a line, say 200 units. Probably could be less, but I'll draw a line 200 units straight to the right. I'm going to make several copies on the top of itself and rotate one or two of the copies at a time into the right angles. We'll copy the copy command, select the line, enter, and for base point, pick any object snap, end point or midpoint. And for the second point for each copy, just click again on the exact same O snap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably more than I need. I'll hit enter or space bar to finish the copy command. Now, if I do a list or a start to do the erase command, you'll see I got 4 there. Okay, I thought I had 5, but we'll make another one as necessary. Let's rotate to 65 degrees. So we'll rotate 2 of those 4 copies into the 65-degree rotation, then select one of those 2 and rotate it another 35 degrees. Okay, rotate once, 2, enter, O snap at the left end. I want to move it. What was that again? Positive 65 to go counterclockwise. 65, enter. I believe I moved 2. Let's confirm that. I'll begin to erase, but won't complete. Nope, just 1 found. All right, I'll copy it on top of itself then. And copy there. Now let's rotate one of those diagonal lines. I got 2 there now. Rotate, select one, enter. Base point for the rotate command should be the bottom end. We'll rotate it 35 degrees. There's, up to 35 degrees. So it'll be pointing in the 100-degree direction. 35, enter. Still got a few lines down here. We'll rotate 1 clockwise, so it'll be a negative rotation, negative 60 degrees. Okay, I rotate again. I'll select 1, hit enter, O snap at the left end, and type negative 60 degrees to go clockwise. I believe I still got 2 here. Let's double check. Yep, 2. This is a stack of 2 lines right here. So I'll rotate one of them negative 130 degrees for the final leg of the 5-legged spider. We'll rotate Select one of these, enter, O snap at the center of the spider body, and type -130, enter. So I might have the double line or two, but at least I got 5. Okay, let's start with the jelly beans at the top. I need to find a point for the left and right circles to form this jelly bean shaped slot. Okay. Both of those endpoints are exactly 125 units away from the center of the body. So we'll draw a circle with using center radius icon. O snap at the center of the spider and type 125, enter. And again, the lines I drew are a bit excessively long, but that's okay. Let's draw circles at each of those two intersections. Both small circles are a radius of 12, and the large ones are an offset of that 12 units outward. So 24 radius would be the big circle, or just offset 12 out. We'll draw a circle center radius, click there, and 12, enter. We'll offset that circle we just drew 12 units outward. Offset command says specify the distance. That'll be 12, enter. What do you want to offset? Select the circle. Which way do you want to offset it? Click outside. Now to get those two over here, I'm being incredibly lazy. I'm just going to copy these two with a crossing window, hit enter. For base point, I'll use the center of the circles or the intersection. And for the second point of the copy procedure, I'll go over here to the intersection of the line and the circle. Okay. What do we need? Else do we need? Outer arc, couple inner, looked like 4, eventually 4 arcs here, O snapping at points of the circles I drew and the diagonal lines I drew. By the way, as always, I got dynamic input turned on. Polar tracking is set for 90. And for object snaps, I got the 5 I always recommend: end, mid, center, quadrant, and intersection. Nothing else is turned on. All buttons are visible. Let's machine gun a bunch of circles. O snapping. Whoa, see how close that midpoint is? Good thing I caught that. Okay, and that's coincidentally, the line is almost twice the distance there. So, okay, very carefully slide up to the intersection there. Circle center again, O snap at the center, O snap at the intersection, not the quadrant, but the intersection here. Circle center, O snap again, click at the center, zoom up and O snap at the intersection again. And one more. Center at the center of the spider body and up to the intersection furthest out. There, you can see once we delete and erase, we'll have that slotted jelly bean shape up here. Let's work on this jelly bean over here now. The left end of the jelly bean is 95 units to the right. And then the right end of the jelly bean is another 40. So let's draw a circle center arc with a radius of 95, enter. Right there is where we want to begin the left side of the jelly bean. The circles for the left side are radius of 12 and a radius of 12 plus 9, 21. Or we'll just do the same thing here. We'll draw the 12 radius circle in the center here and offset it 9 units outward. Okay, 12 and 9, I got to remember. Okay, we'll draw a circle center radius starting at that quadrant. It's also the intersection. Just AutoCAD happened to home in on quadrant first. The radius of this small circle be 12. We'll launch offset, set the distance for the offset command to 9, enter. Select our fresh circle and click outward. Now, the right side is 40 units further to the right, so I can copy those two circles 40 units to the right to make the two circles for the right end of the jelly bean. We'll zoom back in, copy, select them both, enter. Base point would be dead center. I want it to go in this direction, but what was that distance again? 40. Line it up with polar tracking and type 40. Enter. And enter spacebar to finish. Let me double check this. DI is a type in for to measure distances. 95, and DI from there to there is, whoa, there, 40. Yep, those are in the right order. I'll draw a bunch of lines from the quadrant to the quadrant, not to the intersection, but to the top quadrant of the circle. Hit enter, enter to launch the line command again. Quadrant there to quadrant there. Being careful, don't click on the intersection. Quadrant. Repeat those down there, but it'll might be a second faster to simply mirror those two about any 2 points along the centers of the circles horizontally here. What else? We need to draw these two circles. They are 75 units from the spider center. So I'll draw a circle to get an intersection to start. Diameter 24, diameter 42. Okay, so we're going to use center diameter now instead of center radius. I forgot them already. 75. Start a circle, center of the spider, 75. Enter. Okay, and that's where we want to draw those two circles. Again, those are 24 and 42 diameter. Drop down the circle flyout toolbar, slide the center diameter icon. Oh, snap at that intersection. And how quickly we forget. 24 and 42. Okay, first one is 24, enter. Second one, same icon, same center point, 42. 42, enter. Now, the last one, the last pair of circles is this one down here at the 130 negative degrees direction. They are at 63, so I'll draw a line at 63, being very careful to look where it pops up. 6, 3, enter. Okay, let me stop the recording and see what's going on. Okay, I carelessly use the circle center diameter for to locate that. So this is exactly half the size. Well, let me erase it and do it correctly. I'll hit erase. Come on. Erase, select it, enter. Double checking again here. 63 radius from the center of the spider. Drop down center radius circle icon. Oh, snap at the center of the spider body. 63 radius. That looks right. Right there is where we want to do the two circles. And they are 36 diameter and 64 diameter. 36 and 64. Right there. Circle center diameter O snap at the intersection. Gosh, how bad in memory. 36 diameter and 64 diameter. O snap at the intersection. 64 diameter. So now it's just a matter of, well, okay, still got to draw the tangent to tangent, tangent to tangent, and two more, what do you call, fillets to get the concave arc here and here. Let's go ahead and draw them and then whittle things down to what we want to draw. Let's see, tangent to tangent for these four lines, or these two lines with 4 points, probably would be worth an investment of shutting off all 4 O snaps and only running tangent. Tangent and quadrant won't play together, so I'll just run tangent alone. Line, we want a tangent approximately there to approximately there. AutoCAD got it perfectly, tangent to tangent. There and there. Hit escape to deselect, launch line again. O snap approximately there to be tangent. And zoom in and approximately there to be tangent. Enter to finish. There's the ends of the lines perfectly at tangent, not at the intersection, definitely not at the quadrant. So those two tangent to tangent lines are good. That line and this line. Two little arcs. This one is a 36 radius. Hit escape, escape, fillet, radius setting, 3/6, enter, click, click. In the vicinity where I expect it to appear. Double checking here, we'll select that, and it is a radius of 36. Good to go. Now this last arc here is 80 unit radius. So we'll launch the fillet command again and set the radius to, gosh, my memory, 80, 80, enter. O snap where I expect the fillet arc to touch. Double check, escape, escape. And this is 80 radius. Okay. Now, some of these lines, like we could later use this circle for center lines, but I'm not going to be picky about how you draw your center lines and your crosses in the middle. So I think I'll erase all guidelines that aren't needed for the green lines. Well, we won't need that one. Won't need that one. See a need for that one. Okay, now we'll need part of this one. We won't need the second one there. I'll erase the second one. No, need a piece of it there. Don't see a need for this one because I'll manually put center marks and just skip the impressive arc through the two circles. Enter to finish. Okay. Got to save parts of these 4 big circles here. Let's launch the trim icon. Remember, everything is a cutting edge, so I'll have to click a lot to whittle it down. Whoa, there's a little piece that would be easy to forget. see, we can whittle those down. Remember, the trim command emulates the erase command also in 2022. What happened to that one? All right, I still haven't set back my 5-0 snap, so let's redraw that tangent to tangent again. Let's I believe I can erase these 4 big arcs. And we'll just grab them here with a crossing window, enter. Trim away this jelly bean, trim, click, 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 click. And I'll hit escape to end. Wasn't done a little time saver, but I'll go to erase and select those 4 arcs with a regular window and hit enter. Now again, you'll probably use these legs as dimensioning lines, to dimension the angle, but we'll cover dimensioning later. I'll redraw them as necessary. Remember, that point there is the center of this arc, center there, center there. So I can find that point again by homing in on the center of any of these 4 green arcs here. I'll erase them for now and redraw them after we dimension, hit enter. And that should be all the green lines. It's just on layer 0. That's all I got for layers now, but that'll be all the green lines once I develop the object layer, assign it green, and assign it the heavy line weight. 0.5, half a millimeter line weight. So far, so good. We'll stop the recording and maybe I'll get to the building the layers, text styles, text properties, dimensioning, and area and perimeter, and possibly something else I forgot. Let's stop this recording.